South Carolina, there are many tall pines. I remember the oak tree that we used to climb. But now when I'm lonesome, I always pretend and get in the feel of the hickory wind. Hickory Wind is probably the most iconic song from the Byrds album, Sweetheart of the Rodeo. Sweetheart of the Rodeo and the particular iteration of the folks who were in the Byrds in 1968 was like a 1 in a million lightning strike in American music that ultimately gave rise to what we used to call the alt country scene, and now we call Americana. So this is where it all began. And Hickory Wind is perhaps the lightning rod song. Many people consider it to be the best modern country song written. So let's get into Hickory Wind, and you can learn this fantastic song. It's very straightforward, and you'll have a lot of fun with it. And you'll be very popular at your song circle. So let's start off and talk about the chords. The song is typically played without a capo, but again, use a capo if your voice requires it to get the song into the right pitch. I would strongly recommend listening deeply to the whole album, and in particular Hickory Wind, because the singing on it is exceptional. Let's talk about the chords. So the song has a C chord, a G chord, a D chord, and at one point there's actually a D7. Okay, for those who are interested, the song's in the key of G. Okay, so those are the chords, very, very straightforward. Let's talk about the strumming. Okay, so the strumming on Hickory Wind is down, up, 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 down. Okay, that's the strumming. So those are the chords, that's the strumming. Let's talk about, there's places where we're holding on the G chord and then we roll over into a D or a C afterwards, and it's kind of a long hold on the G. And so what I do is I add this C note, okay, which is which turns the G into a sus, and this is a common country idiom. I'm going to go into close-up and show it to you as well. So let's talk about the G sus. The G sus is just adding the C note to the G. Okay, the C is the fourth of the G. Okay, you know your L shapes on the neck? No, you do not. I'm going to show them to you. Here's G. The note under it is the 4. The note 2 frets up is the 5. So this song is in the key of G. We're playing a G. We're playing a C. And we're playing a D, which is based on this note here. I can play it like that and you can see it. There's the D. We're using the open D in our song, okay? So that's the 1, the 4, and the 5. We're going to play a riff that adds the 4 to the G, and here's what we go. Here's where we go. There are many tall pines. And then we add this. So here's the riff. In South Carolina, there are many tall pines. And that's the sus for a riff. I'm just going to take you through it a line at a time. Okay, so it starts off and it's just the G. It starts off, and really I started off a cappella, but you can play the end of the verse starting on the C as your intro at the beginning, and that's what they do on the album. So in South Carolina. Line 2, we go to the C. There are many tall pines. And so at the end of that, this is where I do the sus as a little, the sus riff. So, there are many tall pines. I remember the oak tree to the D. See that we used to climb. Then to the D7. But now when I'm lonesome, I always pretend that I'm getting the feel of the hickory wind. Okay, so there's so that's, in a nutshell, that's Hickory Wind. Very straightforward song, but if you're a beginner guitar player, you need some very straightforward songs to practice with, to build your skills. You have to get some hours in. You have to get to a point where you can play the guitar without looking at your fingers, and where you're very familiar with C, A, G, E, and D. So you're getting C, G, and D on this song. That's 3 out of 5. That's not bad. I hope you enjoy this song, and please click on like, and please click on subscribe. If you're looking for some more beginner level songs to consolidate your skills and get a little more confident on the guitar, I got a couple of suggestions right here. Have a look at those, and I hope to see you soon.